Welcome to the Simplify Your Life podcast. It's Coach Simona, and I'm glad you decided to tune in. Hi everyone, Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be back to recording these podcast episodes for you. In today's podcast episode, we're going to talk about how to make 2021 your year. And I'm going to share with you 5 goal setting tips for the new year. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Simona, certified life coach and author of the book 111 Ways to Simplify Your Life. I make weekly podcast episodes on personal development, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to subscribe. Now, I want to start with this podcast episode by sharing with you my personal opinion on New Year's resolutions. I think they work as long as you set realistic goals and take consistent action towards achieving them. There's something amazing about a fresh start, and the beginning of January is definitely a great way to utilize this motivation. The difficult part for many of us is that motivation alone is simply not enough, and we fall back to our old behaviors as soon as a few weeks or a month goes by. So in this episode, we'll make sure to tackle all the potential obstacles and address what we actually need to do to make 2021 your year. My first tip is to know your why. When we talk about goal setting for the new year, it's important to make sure to be aligned with your why. So I'm going to ask you a few questions that will help you dig deeper and find out what's the reason behind the goal that you're setting. First, I want you to write down your top 3 goals for 2021. They can be personal, relationship, financial, or career goals. Once you write them down, I want you to think of what achieving each one of these goals is going to get you. Answer the following questions for each one of these goals. 1. Why do I want to achieve this goal? 2. How will I feel when I achieve it? 3. What will happen if I don't achieve it? 4. What are some potential obstacles that may prevent me from achieving it? 5. How can I tackle each one of these obstacles? 6. What do I need to change in my environment or in my behavior so that I can maximize my chances of achieving this goal? Now that you've answered these questions, let's get into tip number 2. Break each goal into smaller steps. Some people like to set quarterly goals because it helps them tackle the big goal much more easily. Others prefer to do small steps while still keeping the big picture in mind. I've personally set quarterly business goals for 2021, but all the other goals, personal, relationship, contribution, are much more flexible and don't need such a set-in-stone structure. Quarterly goals are 3-month goals that can be readjusted as you go along. For example, if in the first quarter you don't achieve the goal that you've set for yourself, you can ask yourself the following helpful questions before the new quarter begins. 1. What were my biggest wins this quarter? 2. How did I progress towards my big goal for 2021? 3. What worked and what didn't? 4. What will I quit doing in the next quarter? 5. What will I commit to do starting next quarter? The purpose of these questions is to tweak things that didn't work for you and discover better ways to approach your quarterly goals and ultimately achieve your yearly goal. My next tip is to celebrate your wins. If you're a type A personality, you know how hard it is to take a break and fully relax, especially if you're running your own business. I know how difficult it can be to find some time to enjoy life and celebrate your wins. But in order to make 2021 your year, you need to pay attention to the present moment. Setting goals is amazing. But if you're constantly checking off items on your to-do list, you may forget to look around you and slow down. Celebrating your wins could mean anything. It could mean rewarding yourself with your favorite meal or watching an episode of your favorite show. Or it could be sitting down to reflect on what you've accomplished and being grateful for where you are in life right now. I've personally discovered that the best way to celebrate is to give back. Whether you decide to call someone you love, get them a gift, or donate to charity, these are all things that help you stay present and connected with others. Besides, what's the point of achieving goals if you're not taking the time to step back and celebrate them? I don't know about you, but I've experienced burnout 3 times in my life, and it was definitely hard to recover from each one of them. In fact, I decided to dedicate an entire video on this topic. It will go live next week, so make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/CoachSimona. Tip number 4 is to be compassionate with yourself. Let's say it's the end of 2021 and you haven't reached your goals. If you're anything like me 10 years ago, you would probably kick yourself and blame yourself for every little mistake you made throughout the year, and spend countless hours examining why you couldn't make it happen. I need you to listen to what I'm about to say very carefully, because I wish someone had told me that 10 years ago. You are enough as you are. You don't need to achieve anything, prove anything, get anywhere, or become anyone other than you. Your value is inherent. Your only job here on this earth is to grow and learn, enjoy life, and be unapologetically you. Now, when it comes to self-compassion, I've already made an in-depth episode on this topic. So if you're interested in learning more, just listen to episode 109 next. I will link it below. Tip number 5 is to create a life you won't need an escape from. To make 2021 your year, you need to let go of some old habits that are no longer serving you. For some of you, this may be spending less time on social media or eating less junk food. Make a list of things that you're currently using as a way of escaping the present moment. Ask yourself the following questions to help you determine what they are. Number 1. What am I doing every day on autopilot? 2. What habit do I want to get rid of in 2021? 3. How many hours am I spending each day on things that are distracting me from achieving my goal? For this last question, it could be truly helpful to track your time. You can use Google Calendar or a plain piece of paper to write down what you do every day. Write down how much time you spend working on a certain task, how much time you spend watching TV, sleeping, etc. This will give you a great estimate of how much time you distract yourself with external things that are no longer serving you. Actually, my favorite tool, the Productivity Planner, is also amazing at tracking how much time it takes you to finish a task and review your progress throughout the week. So if you want to check it out, I will leave a link to it as well. Creating a life you won't need an escape from comes not only from eliminating distractions, but also from doing less and enjoying the simple things in life. That's why I wrote my book 111 Ways to Simplify Your Life. I wanted to combine all of my best tips in one place and help you create a life you won't need an escape from. You can learn more at CoachSimona.com/book. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please like it and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on my weekly podcast episodes. I'm sending you all my love, and I'll talk to you in the next one.